This is day 13 of this hairpiece. I'm starting to feel, over the last 24 hours, a bit of peeling back here. You know, I did the syringe re-injection a few days ago, but the whole thing just needs to be taken off and put back on. I'm going out tonight to see the Rocky Horror Picture Show with crowd participation. I've never done that before. I mean, I know the words to every song, because I'm a fucking faggot. That's a quote from Falling Down with Michael Douglas. Awesome movie. That's a bad guy who says that, by the way. No, I just love musicals. I tried to get that, I was going to direct that at my school. I typed up the entire transcript of the Rocky Horror Picture Show before finding out that I wasn't allowed to do that one. So I directed Jesus Christ Superstar. Time to clean that off, shave it, and clean this hairpiece. So this is a custom hairpiece. My cousin says you can tell it's not real. Well, when it was brushed back, she could tell it wasn't real. I'm gonna try Hello Airbus's idea. You're supposed to just put the C22 on, and then when he was saying it was for the front hairline, spray some on there, place it down, and just wait for 7 minutes or whatever, then wipe it off. The problem with that is always, if you're wiping off sloppy glue, it always goes in the hairs and ends up like that, and it's hard to get out of the front. I'm gonna have a shower and everything, so it'll be easy for me to get rid of all of that. I'll start with spraying some C22 on here. Gross, this packaging is from Walker Tape Company again. See how it's just splashing out the top of they didn't build the fucking bottle properly. Just dribbling down my hands. This is basically orange peel that's been turned into citric acid solvent. So I'm going to clean all this glue off my head, and then I'm going to shave the regrowth. I'm going to clean all the glue off that, and I'm going to put it back on. So this hairpiece is 13 days old. Custom hairpiece, really low density, unfortunately. If I had heaps of hairpieces, I wouldn't wear this again. I don't like it. But it's still in pretty good condition, apart from the fact that I've stretched the front hairline so it's corrugated. You can see the corrugations there, which causes the bumps that probably drew a lot of attention to my cousin's eyes when she was looking at it. Which is why she pointed it out, because she asked why there was a circle on my phone. I've got a circle around the camera right here so I can see what the camera is, because iPhones are just black around the camera. So you can't see where the camera actually is. So I'll be looking like this at you the whole time, right? Instead of here, it'll be normal. So I need that little circle sticker around the outside of the camera. It was that sparked the conversation. She said, "What's that for?" "So I can see down the barrel of the camera." She said, "How often do you use the camera?" I said, "Every day." I mean, often. I have a channel on YouTube. "What's that for?" "Hair." "What, you think you're a hairdresser?" I said, "Kind of." And then I started telling her about the hairpiece and stuff. I mean, I had told her a couple of years ago, but she forgot. Or she didn't, it wasn't on the front of her mind when she saw me over the last few years. Which means that my other hairpieces were unnoticeable, mostly. She said the one that I was wearing, this one, looked fake, for the reasons shown in that video. Basically, you could see the corrugations and the lifting, plus you could see all the dark stitching in through the plastic, which is what I keep complaining about, which you guys don't believe me when I tell you, but I can see things in the mirror that you can't see on the camera, unless I flip the camera around and use the the 4K camera on the back. Alright, so I'm going to shave this, make sure there's no, I don't want to get little bits of glue inside the blades of my new razor blade. I might just put some hand cream, not hand cream, soap over this as well, just to make sure it's really got no bits that can get into the razor blade. I'm going to have a shower anyway, so it'll all just completely disappear. I could shave my shave zone in the shower, but the mirror does steam up. My new razor blade. It's been sitting face down in a puddle of water, which is now dried, but that's all come off. I guess that was the anti-skin irritant or something. Suspension. Wow, it feels like you're not even shaving at this thing. Like, I really should start back here, so that all the crumbs can fall downwards instead of being splutched up. Yeah, so I received a text message from some freight company saying I'll be receiving a delivery sometime this week. Hopefully, that is my 2 makeshift custom hairpieces. Like I said, I ordered the 4 poly rectangles in June. It's now February. So they didn't have enough staff or something during COVID, and shipping costs have increased between countries and so on. So they had to find new staff and they had to train them or something to make the hair pieces for everybody, especially the custom ones or something. So that's why they said, do you want some dodgy, that's not how they worded it. Do you want some dodgy poly pieces, or do you want some hair pieces of French lace that are made by people who know how to do it? I want the ones that people know how to do. I'd rather have French lace that works rather than more poly pieces like this. Not enough density. In some instances, the hairs were not held in tight, so they fell out. It was really subpar, not good enough. So hopefully these French lace pieces have bleach knots all the way through the entirety of the 15 by 30 times 2 rectangles, so that every one of the 6 hair pieces I'm going to cut out of that will be 100% properly bleached knots. You can tell immediately, I said, please hold the rectangles against white surface and then just filter through all of it and make sure that it's properly bleached. I did have an idea on how to manufacture poly with perfectly bleached knots. I don't know if I told you. Instead of bleaching after it's all been constructed, I'm pretty sure they thread the hairs through one layer of plastic and then they lock it in with a second layer of plastic. Well, instead of just going straight into putting the second layer of plastic and slamming it in to lock it in position, bleach that side entirely, then put the plastic on. That means they'll be absolutely look like hairs are just growing out of the poly, more or less. In my imagination, that is a good solution. What about you? What do you think of that? you understand what I'm talking about? Alright. Might just have a shower and then deal with this, but then I've got to wash this as well. I kind of got to clean this first. Alright, I'll rig up some elaborate bullshit so I can shine the camera onto this. I am going to wipe all that shit off as well. But I'm going to have a shower as well, so it will just be completely washed away. But yeah, normally I'll just wipe all that shit away as well. And then I put some alcohol spray on. There's no point getting that sting right now if I'm going to have a shower anyway. By which time the pores will sort of closed up and I won't have to worry about that. Right, let's film me washing this. Okay, let's see. So I sprayed it with C22. The shitty fucking packaging from Walker tape. Let's see. Let me just wipe it. No, this is not a good way to do it. I would say you're better off peeling off without using any C22. So I think absolutely Hello Airbus is absolutely wrong. You should do it the way I usually do it, which is just peel it with your finger. I can't do it anymore because I fucked it by putting C22 all over it. Now it's all slippery. Then you can just ball it up and it all just rolls off, right? But when it's got C22 all over it, it just turns into a mess that disintegrates and there's no balling at all. Luckily underneath there wasn't any C22, so at that point it's balling. But now because of the clumsiness of this, I'm risking getting glue in all the hairs around the exterior. I would say this is not the way to do it. I should not have used the C22. I should have just grabbed it with my fingerprint and just balled it up. I wouldn't normally do this in the sink, I'd do it on a table. But well, the camera's set up here now, so fuck off. I don't even know if you've got good visibility anyway, so I'll just stop recording. Yeah, you want this to be dry. You don't want any C22 on it. At the end you can put C22 to get off the remnants, but that's the only time you would put the C22 on. Also, when I have a shower, I'm going to take this in with me and give this hair some shampoo and conditioner before putting it on again. In terms of the corrugation at the front hairline, I'm probably not going to be able to solve that because it's too stretched. So I will try to make the front center a little bit better. But tonight, when we go to the Rocky Horror Picture Show, we're supposed to wear, you know, transvestite type clothing. Or horror or transsexual. Sex and horror, they're the two sort of main themes of the Rocky Horror Show. So sparse, this hairpiece. Oh shit, I just ripped out all those hairs. I've got to dry my fingers now because otherwise I won't get a proper grip. So yeah, 13 days of, well, this is day 13, so I guess 12 and a half days have passed. And like I say, you're supposed to take off your hairpiece every 2 weeks and shave your scalp and put it back on again. Obviously, this won't last another 2 weeks. Or it could, but that's it. It's not going to last longer than that. If it was medium density, and I looked after it, it might last a bit longer, but this one definitely not. I don't want to wear it at all anymore. Anyway, when I get those French lace pieces, I'll cut them up. So from this point I'm going to go for the other side because I don't want the glue to all end up over there. See, this is what you could not do if you had C22 oiled all over it. What's providing the grip? My fingerprint is providing the grip. Making sure my hands are dry so I can get a grip at all. And once again, as a reminder to those of you who think that lace is good, you would not be able to do this with lace. And also, the glue rips hairs up through the lace as well. So, I think you'll agree that's not too hard to clean the back of a poly hairpiece. Let's just make sure I'm getting most of the remnants off, and after that I will wash it, and it'll still be a bit sticky even after I've finished cleaning it completely. Because it's more about time spent than perfection, because it's going to have glue on the bottom of it anyway when I put it back in my head. Just makes sliding it in position a little bit easier if it's clean. Not that that really matters, just put a bit of extra alcohol and it just slides on it anyway. So I mean, even though there is a bit of glue lying around here, it's not too bad. It may affect hold, but I find that there's no matter what I do, I only get 4 days of solid front hairline hold anyway. The rest, like, just say that's the front hairline there, or is that yeah, that's the front hairline there, right? So that point there, that's why I do the front hairline maintenance, when I clean off that bit of glue every 4 days and put new glue on. All of this stuff here, the glue stays there for 14 days. And that's just a big sloppy mess that's filled up with sweat and all sorts of things. Until today, when I do a full hair, I don't want to use the word replacement, clean, full hairpiece clean. But then I'm shaving my head and putting it back on, so that word doesn't cover it, clean. Refresh. I just want to disambiguate between full replacement of a hairpiece and what I'm doing now, which is a re-application of a hairpiece. But that's not ambiguous, is it? Reapplication. Hair reapplication, I suppose. When I started doing these videos, there wasn't any vocabulary for any of this stuff, really. For some of it there was, of course. I didn't invent hairpieces. But yeah, I don't remember ever seeing a proper review of what it's like to put hairpieces on before I started, which is why I started this channel. I given it a bit of time to dry. Look how see-through that is. That is such low density. So the back is fairly clean now. Almost as good as new, really. Probably should chop that bit of plastic off. Just didn't want to brush it while it was wet. So I've let it evaporate a bit. Okay, so the front hairline is this side, so I'm going to brush towards the front hairline because that bit will be stuck to my scalp first. Dodgy tripod. So to brush this top part, because you can't brush it without doing that, right? This is the way to do that top part of the brushing of the hairpiece. You do these bits first, holding the top of the hairpiece with your finger, and then you just fold that and brush that like that. And that's pretty much good enough, okay? 23.5 degrees. Look at table rolled. All the way to the back. Okay, I'll be back in 15 minutes after this dries. Hopefully I'll cool down in front of the fan because I'm very sweaty. 66 degrees, 66% humidity. It's very humid. All right. That was alcohol. This is a comb. I could have avoided getting glue in my hair by stopping short with the glue, but I need to go all the way to the edge, so this is the only real way to do it. Not the only way, probably, but a goodly method to be sure. Where is the accent of pirates from? It sounds like Irish, doesn't it? Like Irish with a gruffy voice. To tell you the truth, to tell you the truth. But I don't remember them all speaking without being able to pronounce the TH sound. Oof. To tell you the truth, I've been sailing the 7 seas for 80 years. This glue doesn't seem to have completely dried. I'm not sure it's just because I just dissolved it. It's still a bit wet actually, to be honest. Yeah, it's still a bit wet. Didn't wait long enough. That's why it's all going. Alright, I'll go and let it dry a bit more. While I'm waiting for this to dry, I thought I'd just clean up my neck. I had a towel around my waist so that the hairs couldn't fall down into my jeans. I've started doing some physiotherapy for my back to strengthen my core. My physio says I've been guarding my area where my spine's smashed to pieces. And also I'm self-conscious about all my, love handles and fat ass belly and everything. I don't want to move that, otherwise it makes me feel icky. But I've got to just get back into trusting that I can move that area. This has still got a bit of a drying time left. Just want to spread some of that glue that's right on the joint point so it doesn't bunch up and create a big lump. So, my sister's going to pick me up. I'm going to take her out. I mean, I'm paying for it. To the Rocky Horror Show at 7:15. So I've got a bit of time left. Looks like there's going to be a bit of glue. Yeah, so I'm going to just clean that up a bit. You don't want to rub too hard because that's what gives people a rash. It's usually the rubbing of the cloth more than any glue or anything else that causes rash. Yeah, that's right, the rubbing of the material against your delicate little scalp. That's what causes rash in nearly 100% of cases, more than the actual allergy or whatever. I'm not saying that you can't get an allergy from glue, but all the rashes I've had have been 100% related to doing that. Now because there is some kind of soap inside these baby wipes, I do have to wash that off. So I'll dry that with a towel. And hopefully that will provide a good sticky surface within about 30 seconds. But I've got to wait longer than 30 seconds for the glue to dry. I'll be back when it's dry. My sister thought she'd do it, give me a nice surprise by rocking up early. She says she'll be here by 7. I said, well then you're gonna have to wait in the car up. We said 7:15. I hate when people turn up early. Okay. So sparse, isn't it? There's glue in my hair around here somewhere. I'll just give you a close up on this. Okay, sorry. I filmed it sideways accidentally. There you go. Close up. I can put some of this in it. That blob of glue is a pain, but I'm just gonna have to let it sit there. I haven't got time to fix it. Put some more of that stuff. My hair's been pushed back from this point too much. I'm gonna have to spray some water in there as well. Now I'm gonna have to dry my pants as well because it's splash water all over the place. It's very important for me and people with wavy hair that we don't really brush our hairs like this. I'm just doing it to just flatten out that back part. Yeah, people with the wavy hair should really kind of just style with their fingertips. Otherwise, I don't know, I feel like our faces we're just not designed to have straight hair. It looks weird on us. I don't know why. Why would somebody have a face that's more designed for curly rather than straight hair? I mean, I'm bullshitting. Look at Nicole Kidman, she has lots of different hairstyles. I think she looks better with straighter hair, actually. Her hair's naturally extremely curly. Hairs came out, by the way. What is that? Well, after the entire process. Can't just blend that one instant. At least it's warm and these pants should evaporate quickly. So straight, it just stops abruptly, right? That's why my cousin was saying that it was a really artificial looking hairline. As well as the fact she could see some plastic lifting as well because of the corrugation that I spoke about. I better put some clothes on, nice clothes, because I'm going out. When I say nice clothes, I just mean, because I'm overweight, I can't just wear a shirt directly over my bare skin. I've got to wear a shirt over a t-shirt, so it has that fat man disguise thing. Oh fuck, this is all stained. Look, you can even see it in the camera. If you can see it in the camera, you can see it in real life. It's fucked. This was a pretty expensive shirt I got from Beverly Hills. Makes me sound rich, doesn't it? I went to Beverly Hills. How about this one? No, it doesn't suit. Okay, how about this? This used to easily button up, now I'm too fucking fat. It's no good. Light grey. That's fine. Shing! Fahrenheit. That looks really fake and shit. Should have picked up my hairdryer from storage at my mum's house last time I was there. Oh well, it'll just have to dry like that. My sister's a mother of young toddlers, so she's like, oopsie, right, the whole time. Quick, 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 quick. Rushing and panicking all the time, always in a hurry. Okay, you can arrive whenever you want. Right, she'll say, we're meeting at 1. But it's okay, it's just a relaxed meeting time. You don't have to be there exactly on 1. But she'll be gone by 1:30. 2 hours is a long time in a child's existence. So I'm like, yeah, I'll good, I'm glad you said it's a relaxed starting time, I'll just sleep in then. She doesn't sleep in past 6 in the morning or something crazy. Alright. And she complains about it, but then why put your kids to bed at 7? 7 p.m. until, what time do you expect them to wake up if they're asleep by 8? I think they do. I think parents put their kids to bed so early so that they have more time in the evening for themselves. That's the only reason. It's not in the kid's best interest or anything. See all those straight lines? I just want to show a close up on that. Okay, check this out. Oh, other way. Fuck. Wrong again. Okay, this time. This time. Fake, fake, fake. Yeah, it's way too fake. I hate low density. Always medium density from now on. At least it'll dry out within about 20 minutes because of the hot weather. 55 point, no, I read everything backwards. Okay, that's it. That's how you, that is how you reapply your hairpiece.